I call on you tonight to listen and then act. And do not disregard us as calling out from the fringe of public opinion. We are calling out from the very center of your moral soul. We are calling out from the past, the present, and the future. For you, in this critical moment, to heed the warnings given voice tonight and act while there is still time to proceed with a shred of your moral dignity intact. We call out today from the center of common sense and decency in a city where our lungs burn with the foul stench of coking gases and coal emissions released into a weather system prone to temperature inversions. Are we crazy to think that we have a right to clean air as mentioned in the state constitution? Are we unjustified in our outrage over Pittsburgh's woeful spot near the top of the worst polluted urban areas in the country? Are we wild-eyed when we highlight how Article 21 of the Allegheny County Health Department's rules and regulations states that no person shall operate or allow to be operated any source in such manner that emissions of malodorous matter from such source are perceptible beyond the property line of such source? We call out from the future to remind you that the sources of the foul emissions assaulting our lungs are not just violations of our Constitution and local laws. They are an insult to future generations who are looking to us to immediately and dramatically cut our carbon emissions. Do you know that at the upcoming COP21 climate negotiations in Paris, our government officials will be working hard to find a path to keep our global temperature below 2°C above pre-industrial levels? Do you know that they're working towards plans that primarily give us only a 66% chance of achieving that goal? That all IPCC plans keeping us below 2°C involve a massive CO2 removal from the atmosphere? Do you know that the fringe United Nations estimates that global commitments to date bring us to 2.7°C? Do you know that if we want a 90% chance of staying below 2°C, then we need to stop all carbon emissions today?
Yes.
Do you know that one of our country's leading climate scientists, James Hansen, calls the 2°C target catastrophic and advocates for a target of 1°C? Why then are any carbon emissions legal in this day and age? Least of all, the horribly toxic and smelly ones like we have around here. Is there any justification for government inaction on this front? And finally, we call out from the past to ask you that you not waste this precious democracy for which so many have bravely worked, fought, and died for on the spurious notion that it will all turn out okay no matter what you fail to do. Climate change is a problem whose solution has a time limit, and we must honor our past by proving to the future that our governmental structure, our dear democracy, has the capacity to meaningfully address the climate crisis, or that government may well be sacrificed to the global unrest caused by climate change itself. If you fear the thought of disrupting the status quo, just wait and see what your own inaction will do. If you fear the thought of jeopardizing your own career prospects, just imagine what your own conscience will do to you late at night when you consider the meaning of your life during this most critical time in human history. The burning lungs of Pittsburgh residents are the canaries in the coal mine when it comes to climate change. Will you heed our rational pleas to address the foul-smelling insults of our day, or will you let us suffer while the world burns, and with it, your moral dignity? Thank you.